What is up, my homosexuals? Come have some fun with me. Today was just nice, honestly. Very laid back kind of day, you know? You got to have those kinds of workouts where everything feels good. You're putting in some really good effort, but you don't really have to stress too much, you know? You're just kind of putting some shit over your head, benching some fun weight, just really locking in the weight the way you want to. That's kind of why I train this kind of a week, where the set volume's high. I'm doing 5 sets on every lift. This is the second block of my training, so every Olympic lift is sets of 2. Every power lift is sets of 4. That's just the way I like to do it. But this is the week where it's really light statistically. But this build-up is what's going to allow me to crush the weight every single week until I hit my peak week, where I have to do something like, like a 310 bench for 3 sets of 4. Like, that's going to be really fucking heavy. So it's good buildup, and it also allows me to really hone in the form, technique, and explosiveness of these lifts. Especially on bench today, I was really able to lock in my pec drive, because it's very slept on how important your drive through your actual chest muscles are on a bench, because a lot of people will just let their core be kind of relaxed without as much foot drive as they could use. They'll put more strain on their shoulders and maybe their back in a way where they just start pushing their lats super hard into their spine. But it's really, really important to emphasize the shit out of your pec muscles when you drive it up, because that extra bit of explosiveness that comes from it, kind of like, think of it this way. Like, if you were going to do an overhead push press, and you do that you do that small dip and drive. When you do the dip and drive, you don't just go up and down on your knees and then press as hard as you can with your shoulders. You squeeze the shit out of your butt so that you have that little bit of momentum force to take the weight the rest of the way that it needs to go without overstraining certain muscle groups. Same thing on bench. You got to put that little bit of emphasis simultaneously on your foot drive and your pec drive, so that your shoulders can just stay stagnantly, or they can just push with a stagnant force that gets you the rest of the way that you need to go. Because realistically, your shoulders and arms just need to be able to hold in place and push at the same rate all the way through. All the drive, at least for me, comes through that foot drive and the chest, because that's just me. But it was really nice to be able to just do really slow and controlled, nice pause reps. It was a little different for pause snatch. Not that it was bad, but I told you guys last time I wanted to make sure I at least did better. That's always the goal. Even if it's 1%, I wanted to get in there and do better than last time. And last time I really ate the shit, because I just landed really hard and I had low energy because of my own inconsistent habits throughout the day at that time. And so it just ended up hurting my left hand a little bit. And so now it feels way better. And not only am I feeling better when it comes to the effort and the intention I'm putting behind the barbell, I'm also picking up new cues, types of things for my form and technique that can change for the better, because I'm able to put that excess focus that I was originally putting on worrying about injuring my hand now onto the imperativeness of what technique changes I can make to make myself the best version of me that I can be. And so at least what I've figured today is, even if it was just half an inch, even a quarter of an inch difference, I put my grip slightly closer to the middle of the barbell rather than wider. And I gotta say, it made my pull a lot more thorough. I was able to get a lot more, I want to say, confident of a vertical pull, to where I could dive under and worry a little bit less about how I'm going to get under the bar, and more about just locking out my elbows and wrists so that they don't hyperextend or get crashed on in any sort of way like last time. And it was making some good fucking progress. Not only that, I also realized that I was gripping the shit out of my thumbs doing hook grip. If you don't know hook grip, it's just where you wrap your thumb underneath the barbell, and it's kind of like a human makeshift strap where you use your typically your pointer finger and your index finger to wrap around your thumb on the barbell and you just cut out as much space between your fingers and the barbell as possible so that it can't slip in your hand. And I was over gripping my thumb, which was not cutting off circulation kind of tightness, but tight enough to where it was hard to relax my wrist just enough to have that mobility I needed when catching the weight. And as I did every single set, it got better and better and better until there was no pain up until the last couple sets, which is wonderful. That is the fucking goal every time I'm in the gym. I want no pain. I want all good, positive lifts that I can confidently just whip the shit out of and have fun with so that I can come back tomorrow and do just as good. You know, that's at least the way I see it. So physically, oh man, I'll give it a good 8.85. It was a really good day, you know, especially on bench. Bench was the shining lift of the day. It was very, very confident. But I have been getting, it's been feeling more and more like I'm not as much of that injured guy that I was mentioning the other day. The more I stay consistent and I take care of my knee and how my chest was pulled not too long ago, and I'm just getting my body in overall better health, focusing more on percentages and progressive overload rather than rep maxing. I'm getting healthier step by step. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. Especially, you know, with the progression of my snatch. I have lost a little bit of my I've lost a little bit of my confidence lately on how hard I can whip under a snatch, just because I wasn't giving the care my wrist needed at the time. But now that I've given it that attention, I'm still going to continue trying to improve it, because there's things that I could absolutely do, like doing some PT, like reverse curl. Like if you were to like tiger claw grip something with like just like full like claw finger type grip on anything that's slightly heavy, and just do reverse curls only focused on your wrist, it'll really strengthen the hell out of your hand in a good way. So I'm gonna keep working on it and feeling out the best way I could do this type of shit. Other than that, mentally, dude, I can give it a solid 9.2. That feels pretty all right. You know, it was a great day. It's really nice to see how I'm getting a lot more consistent with how good my days have been getting. It's very, very, it's reassuring. I'm not depending on it, but it's still reassuring in the way of like, I don't have to worry as much about myself. You know, it's always good to have enough of your shit together where you can just focus on enjoying yourself and just having fun with the life that you got, you know? I've come to notice more recently that the more and more I've worked on myself through this awful fucking knee injury, I have really developed into a much more positive person than I was before. And don't get me wrong, I'm always trying to be positive, and I've been positive for a while. Especially, like, I started these videos because my mental health was really fucking low, and I thought, why not just talk to my phone for a little bit, make a fun video, and see what people had to say. So, because it's just having an unbiased audience, like with therapy, you know? You guys might judge me, but I really don't give a shit. The wide majority of you have been awesome, you know? And I love that. I will say, I've had a couple people, nothing negative, but I didn't realize that it was the video with the thumbnail that said, "Why not show off?" from like a little over a week ago. And I did not know the audio was corrupted until like 2 days ago. And I got all these comments being like, "Get a better mic. Your videos will do so much better." And like the one negative comment I got was somebody being like, "You talking about consistency is bullshit. Your videos are awful and you're going to keep getting low view count." And I was like, I don't give a shit. I like doing them, you know? And then I went back and listened to the video, and that's when I realized what everybody was getting on to me about. And I got the most traction I've had in a while because of the shit quality, which, you know, whatever. The more people I can rope in here to share their experience and see some new perspective, the better. Why not? It's always good to be able to have new ideologies and experiences from other people to look upon, no matter who you are. But either way, what I was saying is I've really found lately that life's just been kind of cruising. You know, it's been really, really nice lately. I've made really good efforts to make sure I'm not staring at the wall too long. You know, the worst thing you can do is sit at home and stare at a wall. And on top of that, if you rant about your shit that's going on in life without any productive purpose, that'll make you twice as depressed, because it's just going to feed the negativity that's already there. But getting out and having good people to talk to that will get you on a positive mindset, on a good track for appreciating yourself and what you do, that's going to be what gets you to be the most positive version of yourself, you know, imaginable. And when it comes to just like the gym has been getting so much better. I told you guys when this injury started, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. There were some real low lows, but I was going to keep putting in the effort because I knew that it would make some sort of amalgamation of progress at some point, and it has. I did not bet on it. I didn't depend on it because I love the gym either way, but because I put in that effort and that passion, I've gotten to the point where I can enjoy the gym even more again. And I love that so much. And on top of that, made the effort to get the new job. It's been going great. I love the people I'm around. And it's just another area where I can just express my passions, you know? I don't care where you work. There is a way to express your passion. Everybody likes to make work completely obligational because it's what pays the bills. And I get it, you know? It's a tough mindset to crack. And at the bottom of the barrel, your job is going to be primarily for the bills. But that doesn't mean it has to be that way mentally, you know? Of course, you got to make sure you got food, water, shelter taken care of. But it's good to make sure you enjoy what you're doing, you know? Whatever you get stuck doing, at least commit to it. You know, I tell people that all the time in the gym. Whatever you're going to put on that barbell, give yourself the courtesy of actually committing to that fucking weight, you know, and giving it that 100%, because you put it on there. Why second guess after you've already made the choice to do so? It's your decision that got you here. Same thing with any work you're doing. I get that you can't choose to have the dream job right out the gate, at least. I get that. But that's the point. You don't get a dream job just by imagining it will maybe happen one day over the course of some amount of time. It's the idea that you put in the effort every day without that expectation. Like, I don't go to the gym just to make sure that I hit a heavier weight. I go to the gym because I love the gym, and it's good therapy for me, and it makes me feel healthy. If the heavy weights come, I'm even happier. But that's not why I have to go. You know, I just like doing it. I told you guys all the time, if I get injured and I can never strength lift ever again, I'm in there bodybuilding next week. I guarantee it. I'll find some way to make myself passionate, no matter what. So the people who get their quote-unquote dream jobs aren't the ones who just got it handed to them, most of the time at least, or just waited until it ended up getting there. They're the people that just chose to live life without expectation, enjoying every step along the way. And then one day you sit there and you're like, I got all my shit figured out. I love my job. I love the people I'm around and the environment that I put myself in. What couldn't I love more? You know, that's what makes a dream job or a dream future of anything like that. It's consistently enjoying every first step you take and making the most out of it. You don't got to commit to anything for the rest of your life. If you don't like it, fucking quit and do the next thing. But at least try the next thing. Don't just quit and look at the wall for another 28 hours. Scrolling through your fucking phone and brain rotting yourself. You know, the issue, like, scrolling through your phone obviously can give you some fucking brain rot to an extent, but that's not the issue nowadays with people. The issue is that people lose their motivation to get out and do these things I'm talking about, expressing their passions in the things where they can just get out of the house and go do that. And, you know, I went to work, I went to the gym, I put in my effort, I'm doing these videos. And now I truly feel like I earned that time to fucking mindlessly scroll or play a video game because I put in the effort to get here, you know? The only reason doing that kind of brain rot, quote unquote type shit, whatever you want to say, the only reason that stuff feels bad is because you might not be putting in enough passionate effort in your daily life to the life that you actually want to be living, you know? Sitting there waiting for it to happen when we both know it's not coming until you get your ass out of the house, making that phone call, doing that one errand, that one meeting, whatever you want to do. It starts with that first step, and you do the consistent efforts to get better along the way, even if just by 1%. You get that discipline so that you never miss a day, and you will continue going no matter how bad it gets. And then once you can do that, you can truly be passionate about something. Like, look at me with the hospital. I'm going to start doing 12-hour night shifts this Saturday. It's going to be tough. I'm in the psych ward. There's a lot of crazy people. Not in a derogatory way. They just are literally, they can't control themselves. So they might lose control onto me. And so I'm going to be in a stressful environment where things might go crazy really quickly. And it might be a hard job and a hard shift. But you are fucking lying to me if you think that I'm not going to put in 100% of my effort every second of that fucking shift. Because I refuse to go to work and say, oh yeah, it's going to be tough and I'm just going to want to eat shit and I might as well just get ready for a horrible day. Nah. I'm going to have the best day I can muster within these shit parameters. You know? Because that's the life that I'm choosing to live. This isn't the dream job, quote unquote, but it's the start of something that can keep me consistently passionate and progressive in what I can continue doing throughout my life that will continue to grow and build into something new later down the road. Because you never know where you're going to end up, goddammit. So that's all I got. I got to fucking chill out and enjoy myself. It is a rest day tomorrow, so it's going to be a day until you see me. But you guys know I appreciate you guys sticking around and hearing me yap for a minute. It brightens up my day, makes me feel a little bit better. Let me know how those lives and lifts have been going. I genuinely love hearing about it if you guys want to share. And either way, I will be back. Oh, I lied to you. Actually, super good news. So tomorrow is a rest day, but the day after I will not be coming back either. It will be 2 days with no video or gym because me and my girlfriend have been dating for 5 years. So I that is one thing where I got to take the anniversary off. It's extraordinarily important to me to give that celebratory moment that care and attention it really deserves, because it doesn't come around often. And 5 years is something to fucking run home bragging about, you know? So I'm gonna really enjoy it, give my partner all the attention she wants as she gives me all the attention I want. We're just gonna enjoy. It's a day where we should just live life without worrying about life, you know? There are no responsibilities that day. It's just fuck around, wake up, find out, go have a fun dinner. No worries at all. I'm honestly debating on just us putting our phones down for the entire day and just driving around, you know, finding places to go fuck around and do some shit. So you never know. But I'll be back, as always. And I love you guys. I appreciate your patience. And I will be back. See ya.